It's week 3 of the 2022 season, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Bengals and the Jets, and it's coming up next.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. Here come the Bengals now to take over. Bringing him out, the 3rd overall pick from way back in 2008, a guy now in his 15th NFL season, Matt Ryan.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Play action. It's Ryan. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Back deep to return is K.J. Osborne. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Jets will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They're led out by Kirk Cousins, former Michigan State product, who's now in his 11th NFL season.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Cousins throw here pulled in by Lazard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off, sometimes you're just rounding it, sometimes there's a fake, sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. The Jets at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. And they were losing. Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. And the Bengals grab it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
You remember in preseason, we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Ryan. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. They go play action with Ryan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And some room to run now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They go play action now. Ryan. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. To throw again on second down. Ryan looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Ryan to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Fourth down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
A first down throw for Cousins. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. From the 41, Cousins looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to push your receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 62 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Edwards-Helaire trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Edwards will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and they'll see that opening drive. Field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Throwing again, Ryan. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Ryan. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. They'll try it now with Mostert. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So here are the Jets now to take over. They fell last week to Cleveland, but they're on top here as they start this drive 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mostert. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Off the play fake, here's Ryan. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it. And here's Trenton Gill now. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Oh, the return is Osborne. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And the Jets set to take the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
2nd and 11.
Now Cousins. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Here's Johnson with a reception. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Cousins now. And he rifles one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Throwing is Cousins. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Cousins to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing, Cousins. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. DJ Moore, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here's Ryan. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They go play action now. Ryan.
Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. This time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Ryan to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
To throw again is Ryan.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him, and his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
4th down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit.
He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Osborne on the return from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati set to take over once again.
And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
On first down, they go with Mostert again.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
On second down, Mostert.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. The offense on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Throw left side complete. That's more. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In break out, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Throwing again, Ryan. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Elijah Moore.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals have cut the lead back down to 2.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Osborne decides against a run back, and this will come out to the 25.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on second down. Cousins. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Up the middle, here's Edwards. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this one is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Ryan. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have regained the lead.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for the Bengals. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Osborne on the return from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Well, the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter. And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
First down, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Cousins. Able to find Lazard. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37.
A pause here for an injured player, and this would be an important one. Von Miller in some discomfort on the field right now.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To throw, Cousins. Johnson's got it complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Cousins. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Gus Edwards, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1.
On the return, it's Washington. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this 2nd half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. They'll find Hines out of the backfield.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. That is incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, Ryan. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Right on the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it.
And New York set to take the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw is Cousins.
That pass complete to Moore.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit.
Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Cousins. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Throwing is Cousins.
Oh, he makes the catch off the tip by the safety. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I know from experience, partner, all they've been talking about is if we can just make one play, get our hands on the ball one time, we can change this game.
They almost did. That was a dangerous throw.
And instead, it goes against them one more time. Let's see if they can hang in there and not lose control mentally.
On 2nd and inches, Cousins. Open man has got it, the tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. It moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Cousins now. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Second down and goal. Cousins. And it's caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now Cousins. Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone. Touchdown, Jets. 2 yards on the touchdown there as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Ryan. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Yeah, that's a pretty throw right there. It's man coverage on the left side of the field, and this is some really good footwork by his receiver. Able to create some space at the top of his route, and the ball's delivered right on time.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there unsuccessful, and that means that he'll be out of challenges from the remainder of this ball game.
On 1st down, Ryan. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. They juked him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 83 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's Ryan. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now Ryan. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Trayvon Walker in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
On 2nd and goal, Ryan. Yeah, he's got it. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Robbie Anderson from a yard out. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it ends with a Bengals score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a first down. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go out on commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in. Complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Again, it's Johnson. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. On the handoff, Edwards. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Hard throw, incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and it will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Hauled in by Anderson, left side.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Throwing again, Ryan.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Cousins to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. Able to find Lazard. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Cousins. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all, because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
Once more, Edwards.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Gus Edwards.
His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing again on second down. Ryan
got an open man at Schwartz.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan
again to the big tight end, George Kittle.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Now Ryan on first down. That's complete over the middle to Anderson.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Now a throw here to his running back. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down. Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. To throw again is Ryan. Touchdown, Bengals.
Anthony Schwartz
from 19 yards away. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. And the Jets have got it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
Now a handoff, Edwards. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Edwards. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on third down. Cousins to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
A pause here for an injured player, and this would be an important one. Von Miller in some discomfort on the field right now.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Going with their tight end on 4th. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it. trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Jets, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll fall to 1-2, and they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.